DreamHack is one of the biggest LAN events I've ever attended. It's one of the biggest commuter festivals in the world, and for me it's the home of Dota in Europe. Na'Vi is one of the best teams in Europe. I say one of. They're starting to get challenged a little bit, but they I'd like to say they're not being challenged, but they're definitely being challenged. So yeah, Na'Vi, one of the best teams in Europe, but they're one of the teams that has the best lineup out of everything as far as diversity goes, as far as keeping their roles exactly right, and as far as just the minds to play Dota. They've got the best pick of the lot. Puppy is a mastermind. That's the best way to describe Puppy. Puppy is a man that has such experience in Dota that I don't think there's very few people in the community that can actually rival his level of experience, and then to actually have that level of experience and still be able to execute things the way he does. Like, we all know what he can do with so many different heroes, and of course his Chen is absolutely famous. The fact that he's able to control his hero, make all these decisions, still be the captain, and show that level of micro is a thing that only a few players can do. Dendi is crazy. Dendi is a crazy solo mid. Fantastic player always to watch in the solo mid, and to see him go up against higher tier players as well in the solo mid, just to see who really does come out on top. But Dendi is always a kid. He's always a kid that's great at Dota. Light of Heaven's the quiet guy. Light of Heaven is a guy that you're never quite sure exactly what he's bringing to the team until he's bringing it, because he always just, he stays off the radar in the games. He sits on that off lane. You never really know exactly what he's doing, and then all of a sudden he's taking your racks. It's like, okay, so that's Light of Heaven. Arsan's that guy which just, he's the unsung hero of Na'Vi. He's the supporter. Supporters are always forgotten, but he does have that kind of personality that's a little bit trollish, but he's always outshined by Havorst when it comes to trolling. Havorst is suicidal. Havorst will dive when he shouldn't dive, and he'll win fights when he should never win fights, but that makes him Havorst. Na'Vi definitely have their own style. It's on that bridge between insanity and calculation.
He has Iron Shell first.
This could be trouble, though the Iron Shell is bringing heroes low. But Light of Heaven is also taking quite a bit of damage. Telekinesis coined out in 9 seconds. He does have a salve. He will be forced to pop it, but he's got to wait. Smart by Frigo Elite, not auto-attacking, staying in range. Here comes Chen. This will be our first blood, unless Na'Vi strikes first stop. Light of Heaven, tangoing through the trees. No, Rubik doesn't get off the Telekinesis. It won't be our first blood. He got blocked, and in the end, well, that looks like a good opportunity. Meanwhile, top lane, Flox blocks the 1 second stun and the win run. Ice Path to slow him down. Will they be able to bring him down? Reality Rip, pulling it back in. Na'Vi will strike first, just barely. That last auto attack. Middle lane, huge engagement breaking out. Hippos going on to Flox with the BKB. There's nothing to stop this horse. That is one angry, glowing horse. He wants some kills. He wants Cedar. Pulled back into the Phantasms.
I just had a mini dream to be a competitive player. I watched lots of Warcraft 3 and StarCraft. And well, at some point when I got added to a professional team, I don't know which was the first one, but I guess the best one which I've had is this, Na'Vi, and it started like 1 year, 3 months ago.
Na'Vi are great. Yeah, we're doing everything very good. I think probably best of all our organization. I'm almost sure about this, because we really push all aspects to next level. We as a players, what we need is to don't think about anything, just play and do our best, and they create this atmosphere for us, and I don't think our organization can create same to their players. What I mean when I'm saying that we only playing and all our stuff our organization doing, Well, it's like we just go to boot camp. We don't need to do anything. We already have flat key for the flat. We know where is flat. They give us money for boot camp and stuff like this. And same, like we're going to DreamHack. We don't need to do anything. We just come to airport at special time. We go in plane. We come here, and we already have a car rented by Zero Gravity, and we just sitting in this car. He's driving us here, and so on. So it's always like that. We are just doing our job, playing, basically.
At first I liked all these travels and like different people, different countries. You're some kind of popular. People come to you, want to speak with you, and so on. That was really good. Then it was like less and less, I don't know, pleasant for you. And then you come to China and you see like that their culture about gaming is too different from you, differs a lot, and you understand that you can't do anything here. You just need to go there to play this Dota 2. About whole life, yeah, we get some maybe money from this game thing without working, and maybe we don't know about the real life what people do. Like they work hard for money less than we earn just sitting and playing computer. But time will show what will happen.
Well, I don't think they thought it's a good idea, as any parent would think. I think I myself, if I would be a parent, I'm not sure if I would let my son play that much.
A boy will have his hobbies and stuff. So I had that hobby. And they looked at the internet, I mean not the internet, the playing of a computer game thing a bit weirdly. But overall, it just boosted my view of the world because I traveled a lot, and they understood like this is probably good. This is nothing bad can come from this, and they accepted it as like that.
It's very pleasant that your mother understands what you're doing. If it's not the simple, not everybody can understand it. Like I'm not working on some factory or some school teacher. I'm doing different job.
Well, the funniest situation is probably like this when I tell them, like, there's a tournament for $1 million. And they're like, yeah, man, yeah, whatever, yeah, go play for your $1 million, man.
He thought that it's like simple tournament in which you win some money. I even didn't tell her how much money I win in previous tournaments. She knew that I have something to live, so it's okay.
And then they're like, you did get $1 million? Oh, that's pretty awesome, man. And then they like understand like this is a very, very, I earn more money than them like at some point. So it's pretty much they understand that this is very cool, and keep doing your stuff and hope you win every tournament.
And then I sent her SMS with some I won, and she nothing. She replied nothing. And when I came to Ukraine in two days, I called her from airport, and she said like, yeah, nice joke. I said, no, I'm not joking. Yeah, okay. And after that, some people started to. I didn't want to argue with her and to prove something, and I was just saying, okay, you think so? That's nice. And some people started to congratulate her and to call her and to meet on the streets and said, yeah, like very good. Yalta is not very big city. It's like only 100,000 people there, and everybody knows each other. And she just, so it's real, yes. And oh, that's nice. And then she started to follow, not games, but the results. She always, when I lost, she sent me a message like, "Don't be upset, it's okay. Like you can't always win." I said, "Yeah."
It's
They
not
have to
looking
do
good.
2.4k damage in 3 seconds.
Instantly, and they've got to change something. Almost all their damage is magical. Arsart, however, is a much easier kill. He gets shackled. It looks like now the BKB comes out. Phantasm trying to focus down Steph Style, who is still surviving through this. Now on to Cedar. Cedar will fall. That's the Necrolate down. That's key hero keeping everyone alive. Dandy dropping low in the midst of this, has the blink dagger. Will he blink forward to set up another tether stun? No, not yet. They're going in opposite directions, and then they go back. Oh, the executions continue to mount. Na'Vi just... Oh, they relocate forward, looking for Steph style. Also looking for the Queen of Pain. Dandy blinks into the trees. Now the reality rip. They're just pouncing all around. This is like watching cats hunt mice, and oh, these mice are sad. This is going to be trouble. They already couldn't kill him once. Oh, Shackle on 2. I gotta say, this Windrunner had some nice shackles. Dandy getting focused down. Queen of Pain ult. Pretty decent hits on a few. Dandy will fall. Can he buy back? He cannot, because he just tried to buy a BKB. So in spite of that, Hibos says, screw it, man. We're diving for these kills. Now the wall dropped. Everyone vacuumed in. This is that vacuum ice wall. Absolutely insane combo that we were talking about. The BKB is here. When is Hibos going to use it? Just killing everyone by himself. Now the BKB has the reality rip and will kill the Windrunner. Triple kill for Hibos.
Gaming is just like any other sport. People right now are very stupid about gaming. They think they can do it and stuff like that. It's actually just like playing tennis. You're not like, when you can say like, oh, I can play a lot of tennis and be just as good as the like professional one who plays like gets 3rd place every time. No, you won't. It takes talent. It probably does. And so people who maybe come to gaming will be just as disappointed as people who go to poker, who end up being one of those fishes in the end and just losing money and just throwing away their years on doing stuff. You choose the game which you like. You don't choose the game because, oh, everybody plays it.
We are getting older, kids are getting older, and more people get in esport because, of course, our parents, they don't watch all this stuff, but newer generations, they all gonna watch more and more and more, and if you put games on TVs, it will get popular.
In 2 years, I expect everything to boost up. I'm not really sure if it's going to be in the same games that we have right now, but it probably will be. It probably will be in 2 years, still StarCraft 2 dominating, Dota 2 doing their stuff, and League of Legends being somewhere there with doing their stuff also. And most of the games that are good right now are probably going to be there in 2 years, because I don't see any other game competing with us. And I hope it's going to like race to, at some point, which is not going to be in 2 years. In some point, I wish that there would be like us professionals as like a real sport. Maybe at least 20% of that. And I will wish that will happen. 20% of being as professional as, let's say, tennis, and I will be fine with esports for the rest of my life.
I don't think that it should be like this. It would be good for me, but I don't think that it deserves to be the full sport. Because, well, yeah, there is no sportsmanship. It's on very low level. People can do anything. People show. I show it also. So I don't think that I deserve to be like some football player and so on. What to say? Organization is much better in some sports, even in simple sports, and not very popular like some cricket or curling. Maybe in some countries it's popular, but not the whole world. And their organization is on the highest level. And here you just meet the problem every time. Every time you go somewhere, it's online or LAN, whatever. It shouldn't be like sport. Maybe it will grow, and then some associations, and they will make like whole rules. Everybody will follow it, and then it will be good. But now, no.
Broadcast, yes, it will be really good if it will be on TV and stuff, just like tennis. But the people who try to go to gaming or something like that and try to learn the game, because it's actually going to be totally different than tennis. A ball, you can look at the ball, but you won't understand stuff, I mean, about League of Legends, of the heroes, if you don't know the game. So it will be a different approach of communities and people, so I'm not really sure if it will ever exist to a normal TV, like tennis.
I don't think that Dota is going to get lower any soon. Whatever Riot will do or whatever anyone else will do, Dota will always be Dota, because this is a game we love. This is a game that no one did to get money from players. This is a game that was done for free by players for players, and it was improved by also players who wanted to make it better. And people play Dota 1 not because it's like Valve for some cool game, or Riot give you money, or you can buy some skins, or oh my god, look at this tournament. They played it because they love the game, and the game is pretty much amazing. It's like, I don't know, that's why so much people playing it and enjoy it. Whoever tries it get in it, understands stuff like what happened and so on, gets in love with the game. So Dota never gonna be lower, just bigger.
Would have definitely seen that smoke. The pings are coming out from Puppy, asking him to go over down that lane. And it's going to come in pretty nicely. Beaters, sentry ward placed. But then again, they've got to be close enough to reveal, and that's close enough. There's the ball. Beaters around the corner. Melk with the BKB. Looking for that black hole. Danny winding up the elbow, but pull back into the black hole. The black hole over cancelled off by Melk. And Sasha Gray, he's in the middle as the boss trying to live in fear with a double kill. It's just too much. Look at that right-click damage on the boss. He wants out again. There's the Ice Path. TB out by Azar, but already triple kill. Right-click one. Stormville. Ultra kill for Fear. And EG. 10 Na'Vi, a new one, and Beaters wraps up for a full team wipe. And now it's going to be him picking up Puppy further down. This is possibly Rax. They're going to go straight through the Rax, maybe, a little bit of Frost. They're looking for the stun, gets on Azar, but Fear mans up, tanks it up as well. BKB is still there for him, but he's wanting to let the Aegis Immortal pop first. Tries to right-click through Chaos, and big leap! Ultra kill for Fear, and Avance calls the GG. One cleave to kill them all. And Na'Vi are now down one game here.
Would you believe it? Na'Vi going down one game and EG just putting on a hell of a performance. Denny, he's got a double damage rune, and this is the one rune which can maybe take the fight to EG with just 2 heroes here.
Yep, he's going to look straight towards that Jakira. There's the extra support. Double TP's coming in. Looks towards Geo, but he's going to want Beaters. Maybe not. Hits on Geo to start with. Needs that shackle. Light of Heaven. Doesn't manage to latch it. Beaters was too far away, but VS follow up. Puppy's now behind him. And Beaters goes inside the trees to die. And there's that Tombstone. TP towards the front lines. Melk pops off the Omen. Force pops the Chrono. Now wants to turn around. The Chen, he threw out one stun. Now he's going to go towards Melk. He couldn't decide. Force trying between the two, and then they both war cry. There's the catch out. Beaters behind. Wonderful, wonderful macro buy. Now becomes a lot of damage from that one. Windrunner. Raw flies out too. Danny held a position. One last dust before he's going to die. Then the stun over towards the Force. It's too much damage. They're losing too many heroes. And Puppy, now he's being focused down by Fear. It's almost a full team wipe against Na'Vi. Azar, the only one back at base to live. Now they've got to jump in. 4 heroes pretty close together, but Demon is sitting on the back. They pick up Geo, and that's a deep Chrono. Shackle and Sven, he's going to go down. Big fight now. The macro pie doing a lot of damage to a boss. He needs to live through this. Puppy doing what he can. The Necro unit's trying to focus him in, and Melk, he can't get in nice and close. Dendy just sitting on the back lines, trying to get rid of these Necro units. They still haven't brought down the racks. Sven remains on the sidelines. Light of Heaven looks alive for the shackle shot, but now he's getting silenced up. Orchid, and pops him. Fear now dominating, and they will take the melee racks on the bottom. And Na'Vi, they are almost 2 full racks down, and now are in fact 2 full racks down. They need some chasing. Going on Demon. Havors is there. Wonderful ice path from Beaters. Puppy orchided, focused down by Fear. Now it's going to be Havors, and they will get everything. Out get the GG. Na'Vi is out, and the Americans, evil geniuses, take out the tournament favorites. And Na'Vi will sit on the sidelines going, WTF.
Disappointment. I know a lot of people class me as a Na'Vi fanboy, but it's just because I always expect so much from them, and I think a lot of people do. And yesterday, we didn't get what Na'Vi normally deliver. Na'Vi normally deliver a really solid strategy, a good draft, and then execution inside the game, and both games lacked that. Both games severely lacked that. And their player skills really made up for a big amount of that, but the problem was still EG was playing at a really good level yesterday.
We had a good chance playing against Na'Vi, and we played our 120%, and we came in with a lot of energy, and things just, we were playing out of our mind. That's why we were able to do what other teams couldn't do, beat Na'Vi on LAN.
A level which no one expected them to play at. And then Na'Vi were playing below their game, and EG dominated them. It was through and through. EG dominated Na'Vi yesterday.
They played very good. They showed maybe that they are prepared much better than others, because during the semi-finals they picked only this one heroes then and 4 random heroes who weren't picked at all. and they still won the game, and pretty easy. It was pretty easy.
And we actually only had 3 days because our captain Milk, he didn't have a computer to use, so we only had 3 days of preparation, and it worked out really well. We practiced like 10 hours a day.
And a lot of people wouldn't have believed it would happen. Even after it, I don't think many people did believe it happened. But Na'Vi, I think, would accept the fact that it happened because we know of late they've lost a lot of inspiration. They've been playing a lot of Dota, they've been competing in 2 internationals now, and it's just one of these things that you do burn out over time, but this is something as a team they have to overcome if they want to remain as a team. Because you can't just go half-assed into every single tournament thinking you're going to win, because eventually someone's going to try and then you're going to lose. And that's what happened to Na'Vi.
We lost first game because we'd overfarmed this Sven like 3 times, our carry heroes, but then he just 1 crit and kill you, everything. For hero is 1 hit, so it's this balance. Yeah, we didn't have hero who can stop it, like Beastmaster, Enigma, or Bane or whatever. So that's why we lost.
First match we were really excited. I mean, we felt confident coming into the second game. I mean, beating Na'Vi on LAN is like every Western team's dream because no one else can beat them.
We came here just for coming here. It's not really, we just came on, maybe we get lucky and win again, or win or second place or third, I don't care. But it was basically like that, because if you don't come here with a straight idea of, oh, I want to win this tournament, then you're pretty much coming here by testing your luck, how well you can get. Because let's say we could have played against another team besides EG, and EG are in the grand finals and they're really strong. But if we could have like played maybe against some other team, maybe we would have actually won them and then understood through like those games, because those are pretty much like the first clan wars for us. And then after those clan wars, we were like, oh my god, these heroes are great, and we have to like do this and that and that and that and that, and now we figured out everything, and then we end up being in the grand finals. But since we already got killed by one of the greatest teams in this tournament, it's yeah, it doesn't cope like that. So where do we go from here after losing this tournament? It doesn't really matter, because we didn't come here to win this tournament. This loss is exactly what should have happened, and it happened. So why should we like beat ourselves up? Because it's pretty much what should have been happening. It's like when you have 1 liter of gas and you drive like the amount of 1 liter of gas, you can't be like, oh my god, maybe I'm gonna be lucky and drive like 2 liters of gas. No, yeah, 1 liter gas, man. You're gonna go as far as 1 liter of gas can get you. So this is what we got, and I'm fine with it.
Next game we decided, yes, we will give them Sven, whatever, and the same thing happened. He just came with 1 hit and everything died. Well, that means that we didn't prepare it to these heroes. Picks were very bad, and Papi said that he was a bit worried and maybe sick, and he couldn't make a good decision, but he didn't tell it before, during maybe picks, so we could help him and something like that.
Picks, it's always different. It depends on the tournament, depends on the game. If it's important or not really important, he can test something, or he can pick himself, or we can pick together and think on some ideas together. But most of the time he's doing it himself, I think. But in important matches we pick together, we think of stuff together.
Second game was the loss during the picks. Well, it was like we used to pick this, ban this, pick this, it's okay, yeah, we have some heroes, and he was like sitting in silent for the whole time, and then 4 seconds left, like whole time passed, he didn't say any word, and then you see void and venge, and oh, and what we're gonna do, and then silence, all 5 players are out. And okay, Papi, give us your strategy. And then Lycan comes and
play on my fullest, play my best, do what I can, try to understand what he wants to do with this draft, and after game, blame him.
The result is that we took 8th place.
And we thought, let's just go home. We don't even care if we lose the finals. I mean, we already beat Na'Vi.
Well, yeah, I had a bad day, so I can blame myself, and I will probably blame myself only to the extent that if it would have been an obvious bad pick after having lots of times to practice and figuring it out. Because if you have like practice and you've like come with a good like motive to win this tournament, and then you lose with picks, then I can blame myself. But right now I can't even blame myself because we can't even figure out picks if we just end up not playing.
What can I say? It's not only his fault.
As far as this match goes, like, shifting blame could never be done because it's a full team thing. Like, everyone's involved in the draft. Like, Light of Heaven and Puppy will normally put their minds together to find out the draft. Then he just takes whatever he's given. But it's, you can't just blame one person unless it's like a proper dive kind of thing, at which point blame him away. But no one did that from Na'Vi. Like, it wasn't someone going suicidal. It wasn't just someone throwing away their life at a certain point. It was EG either picking them out or outthinking them. They played a better vision game, and Na'Vi just, they weren't looking for it, or they weren't prepared for it. They walked into that horrible trap in the Radiant jungle when it was so obvious, like, to us that the smoke was seen by EG, and they set the trap perfectly. And that's just good play by EG, and Na'Vi not knowing about one ward. And that's it. It's moments like that you can't say, oh, Puppy, you are to blame. Definitely the draft was not as strong, and that does reflect on Puppy himself because he is the captain, and as opposed in a way, the captain has to take a certain portion of the blame. But it's a full team thing to blame. There's certain things that a team has to do together to overcome these kind of things, and Na'Vi, they haven't been playing as a team for a while now.
Every team has conflicts when they lose. I'm not saying we didn't. We did. But it's nothing serious because all the things that we talk about are the obvious informations that we know. So we don't bullshit each other because we only mostly talk about the information that was like the information as like we don't practice, the information that you played bad, the information that this pick sucked, and this like it's information. We don't talk about like stuff like, oh, you told me I hate you. That's kid stuff. So we don't have that. Like a team is created by players that want to win. And obviously, if you don't want to win, you don't play. And, well, as you can see, I guess we did not want to win this tournament. And we lost. So if you have, like, this childish motive that one player has to, or one person has to, like, hold up, like, the whole team and stuff, that's not how a team wins. That's not never how a team wins. You as a solo player can tell the whole team for yourself that you have to win. It's still going to be your decision. You're going to be the solo guy who's just communicating all this stuff. It's not a team game then. It's going to be, you will be always beaten by players that 5 players want to win you. Let's say it like that. If you're the only one, like let's say the captain who's bringing up 4 players that try to win this enemy, who has 5 people who want to bring up every one of those 5 persons to win this tournament, you're always going to lose against that team. So you have to have 5 players that really want to do this.
We'll continue training, maybe take more time do this, so there will be more tournaments in future, and we're gonna win it again.
When it's the time to shine, we do that.
Scrub away my callous thoughts. There's water in the creek, and I will wash away my sad defeats and stars.